Good day, good day, good day, everyone. Welcome to Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa, and this is SIP. SIP stands for Spirit in Practice, where we practice because practice makes progress. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So I am live today, y'all. Yeah. We are live today. I am coming to you from Reno, Nevada, the hotel room. The hotel room in Reno, Nevada. So I will share what's going on here, but let's open the show, shall we? Let's open the show. All right, y'all. So it's good to be with you all. Welcome to our first live show this week. It has been very, very busy here. I'm at the Centers for Spiritual Living convention in Reno, Nevada, and it has been a wonderful, wonderful conference thus far. It ends tomorrow, and the theme, I y'all can't see my shirt good. There you go. The theme, y'all, is together in joy. Together in joy. Now, I could have made up that theme myself, right? It's together in joy, honoring connection, honoring connection and growing, honoring connection and growing together in joy. Good day, Linda from the mountains of Colorado. And as I look out the window, I see the mountains of Nevada, and it is beautiful. I love mountains, I love the ocean, and it's wonderful to wake up and look out and see the majesty of mountains, and I could see some snow-capped mountains as well. I'm gonna take a picture of that. So I wanted to jump on real quick, Shay, and just say howdy, howdy from Reno at the Centers for Spiritual Living convention. And so it's been a joy-filled time because it's always, these things are oftentimes reunions. You know, people that you only see on the screen, people that you haven't seen in a really long time. And so I get to see my seminary sister, Deb, who is here, who lives in Oakland, California. I get to see Eugene Holden, as many of you know. He is here. I got to meditate with him yesterday morning. So it's just been an absolute joy for me to be here with all of these wonderful people. And since today we get started a little bit later, I said, I think I could make SIP today because you know it's a 3-hour time difference. And so for me, it's like 7:35. And for you, if you're on the East Coast, which is usually my coast, it's 10:35. So I miss y'all. I miss y'all. I hope y'all miss me too. I've been playing replays. I've been showing replays of a SIP series from 2023 called Apoco Optimist. And so that's a combination of Apocalypse and Optimist. And basically, regardless of what's going on, that we are optimistic, that we see that beyond the physical realm, we know that all is well and all is good, and that we need to stand in the knowing of truth, the knowing of love, the knowing of joy, the knowing of harmony, and being it, not just knowing it, but being it in the world. So that was true when I said it in 2023, and it's still true in 2026. So I'm just so grateful. Can I just say that? Let me let me sit back for a moment. I am so grateful, y'all. I am so grateful that I get to live this life doing exactly what I love to do, which is live my life in joy connected to my yes. And morning sip is a big part of that. And you all, my congregation of joy, are a big part of that as well. So I have a story to share. So I get here on late Monday night. And Tuesday morning, when I go down, I said, let me get something to eat because my body's still adjusting to the time difference. And I run into Tracy. Y'all, some of y'all know Tracy Brown. Tracy Brown is here. So shout out to Tracy. And we're having something to eat and we're chatting and stuff. And so this guy comes over to the table and he goes, "Are you Red Melissa?" And I was like, "Yes." He was like, "I'm Greg." And I'm looking at him and I'm like, have no idea who this is. And so he mentions morning sip. And then he mentions that he was taking a class with me, but he had to drop it because it conflicted with his schedule. He was committed, y'all, because he was trying to do the class as he was commuting, and it just wasn't going to work. So he dropped the class, but he was telling me that he catches our Sunday services sometimes. He catches me on morning sip sometime. And he was just so happy to see me. And so when he said his name, all these things, and was sharing these stories, all of this came together, and I remembered who he was. But more importantly, he reminded me that we first met at a CSL convention 4 years ago in Palm Springs, and that we kept running into each other at the bar. Now, just because you're sitting at the bar doesn't mean you're drinking, all right? But I probably was. But anyway, and so it became this joke that we're at this spiritual convention and we keep running into each other at the bar. And so we had this wonderful, wonderful conversation. I was sharing with him my spiritual journey. He was sharing with me his aspirations and ministry. And it was wonderful. And so now, 4 years later, we get to see each other again. And he blessed me last night by taking me to dinner at this wonderful restaurant in the resort, and it was delicious. And we had a really good time just catching up and seeing what's going on in each other's lives. So shout out to Greg. Thank you for coming over and reintroducing yourself, and for being such a joy to be with. So the theme I shared, the theme is together in joy, honoring, connecting, and growing. And I just want to highlight the word connecting, because I remember a time, and this relates to growing as well, honoring, connecting, and growing. I remember a time when I would go to events, right? It may not have been spiritual events. Like, I can remember when I used to work in corporate America, and I would go to conferences, and I would spend most of my time in my hotel room if there wasn't a seminar or a meeting going on. I was not mingling. I didn't want to meet anybody. I just wanted to be left alone, right? So we're talking like over 20 years ago. But that was, the introverted side of me. And I am still pretty introverted, but I have extroverted tendencies when needed. And I was just reflecting on the growth, right? Of my growth all of these years, from going to these conferences just wanting to be in my room, not wanting to meet anybody, not wanting to have any conversations, not wanting to engage, not wanting to connect, did not want to connect. And now, over time and practice, right? Because we know practice makes progress. Over time, it's like nothing. I could go into a room and be like, hey, I'm here. And, go and have conversations with people and make those connections. So for me, that just was a demonstration of coming out of my comfort zone because it was comfortable for me to do that. And when we step out of our comfort zone, we grow. We grow. We connect more with the truth of who we are. And that is a wonderful thing. So I wanted to just jump on real quick. The first session starts in about 15 minutes or so. So I have a couple of things that I want to take care of, but I just wanted to come on and see you all in the comments and just let you know that all is well, that I am out here in Reno. And okay, let me take another minute. So I decided yesterday that I was going to go outside because this is the thing. So we're at a resort casino. So there is a casino in downstairs, right? It's huge casino. There are no clocks anywhere. Like all that stuff they say about casinos, they don't want y'all to know, what time of day it is. That is so true. And I realized yesterday, I said, Melissa, you have not seen the sun just from your hotel room, but you haven't been outside in the sun since you got here. So, and I think they do that by design. So I said, you know what, girl, you're going to go outside. You're going to go for a little walk. So here I go, Miss New York. I go outside, sun shining, beautiful day, and there is nothing around here. Zero. Except for some shady motels and other businesses that I'm like, okay, sure you're a massage. Sure you're a massage establishment. Sure. Right? So I quickly walked to the corner and then turned around and got my butt back here in the resort. So it's not an area that you go wandering about in by yourself. So, but I did have a good moment with the sun on my face and feeling its warmth. So I just wanted to share that. I thought that was just so funny. So let's see. Let me check in with y'all. So good day, Bonnie. Shay says, wow, Nevada is pretty close to Colorado. Yes, it is. I'm glad to see you, Linda. Thank you. And Shay, you look like a queen in that chair. You go, girl. Yes. 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 I love these chairs. I love hotel rooms. Can I tell you that? I really do. I really do love hotel rooms. So together enjoy, honoring, connecting, and growing. So let me leave y'all with this question because this just wasn't story time. The question is, how are you connecting with yourself to grow? How are you connecting with yourself to grow? In other words, what are you doing to move out of your comfort zone so that you can grow and expand and connect more with the truth of who you are? So I leave you with that. I won't be live tomorrow. It'll be a replay because I'm flying out tomorrow to go to Laguna Beach. So one of my favorite places on the planet So I'm going to be in Laguna Beach, dog sitting for a dear friend of mine as he and his wife travel to Bali for 2 weeks. So I'm going to be hanging out in their beautiful home overlooking the ocean and taking care of the best dog on the planet, Jax. So I can't wait for that. So I'll be traveling tomorrow, but I will be on live next week. So still the time zone difference, but it's all good. I'll be on next week live. So I will see you live next week. Please tune in to the replays, put in comments. If you wasn't checking me out in 2023, it's a new show for you. And if you have been rocking with me since 2023 and before, I bet you something will jump out at you that you missed the first time around. You'll know how that goes. So have a wonderful today. I love you all so very much. Peace and blessings, everybody. Peace and justice. What are we doing? We are living life in joy, connected to our yes. And I just saw Shay put in, isn't there a pool? I am not a pool person. I have no desire to be in anybody's pool. There is a pool here. There's two beautiful pools here, but it's chilly. It's only like in the 70s. I think the pool might be heated, but I have no desire to be in anybody's pool. So I could look out the window and see the peoples in the pools doing the things, but I have no interest. So no, there is a spa here, however. So I've been thinking about the spa and maybe getting a treatment at the spa over here. So we'll see how my time goes today. Linda says, I've been exploring some Buddhist practices and principles as an edge of growth. Yes, Linda, that's what I'm talking about. Getting out of your comfort zone and getting curious, right? Getting curious. Go for it, Linda. Go for it. Keep me posted on how that goes for you. And hey, Tim, it's good to see you, love. It's good to see you. You've been in my thoughts and in our prayers, and I hope that you are doing well. So, thank you. I am enjoying. So let me close out again with my peace and blessings. Peace and justice. We are living life in joy because we are connected to our yes.